Hello, everybody. My name is Avi Abelow. I'm a childhood friend of Ari Fuld's, and I have been had the privilege of being able to sit next to Ari every day in synagogue, Sabbaths, holidays, every morning. It's very hard for me, a good friend for close to 40 years, and a warrior for Israel. Ari was murdered just a few hours ago in Gush Etzion by a Muslim terrorist. Ari, the lion, the warrior, who you all follow. It's hard to imagine. One of the strongest among us all. But yes, even Ari was murdered by our horrible, evil enemies. Ari stood for truth, everybody. Ari stood for truth. Changing the narrative so we speak a narrative of truth. The truth is, why am I on his Facebook page? Because Facebook was constantly shutting him down. Facebook was always shutting down Ari's voice of truth. People were always complaining and having him trying to be shut down, his personal page, his professional Facebook pages. So Ari added me as an administrator, so that even if he'd be shut down, there would be other people who would be able to help save his page. So here I am with all of you, speaking about the fighter for Israel and the Jewish people and humankind who you knew and you followed. And I'm here at the western wall of the Temple Mount. This is where Ari loved to show everybody. He loved the picture saying, they call us occupiers. This is our structure. This is the western wall of the Temple Mount. They built their golden dome on top. They're the occupiers. They're the colonializers. Don't forget the true narrative that Ari always spoke about, folks. Be proud Jews. Be proud people. If you're not Jewish, be proud of the truth. Be proud of the Jewish people. Be proud of the state of Israel and everything it's doing. And be strong in standing up for the truth. Call out the evil within our enemies. They are enemies. There is evil. They just killed Ari Fuld. And anyone who knows Ari knows he fights until the end. And he fought until the end. The horrendous, evil Muslim terrorist came up to him from behind, stabbed him from behind. And even though he was stabbed from behind, critical wounds that ended up taking his life away, not able to be saved, he still managed to turn around and shoot the terrorist. Unfortunately, the terrorist still lives. He was only lightly wounded. But you all know Ari. You know Ari the fighter. Just so you understand, to this day, Ari still does his reserve duty. Our age is past doing reserve duty. Ari continues to continued. He's not going to go to reserve duty anymore. Ari continued to this day to go to reserve duty, even though he did not have to anymore, even though he was volunteering. And he just, usually us old folks, as we're in the middle of our 40s, right, Ari and I, we're the same age, 40, 44, 45 years old. We're the old folks. We can't run. We can't carry the heavy stuff anymore. Not like the young kids. Not Ari. Ari was carrying the heaviest gun, running in front of everyone because he was a fighter for the Jewish people, a fighter for the land of Israel, a fighter for humanity, a fighter for truth. That was Ari Fuld. I still cannot believe that I'm here talking about my friend Ari, who just this morning I was talking to at the Shacharit prayers in synagogue. Both of us are very active advocates for Israel on social media, on Facebook. Ari talks the truth. I don't have the guts like him to talk like him. I talk differently. But we always, every day, we talk to each other. What's going on? What are you working on? Who'd you talk to? What's the latest? What's the latest with Facebook? What are the latest challenges we have? And just this morning, I was talking to him at Shacharit prayers in synagogue. And now he's no longer. But I couldn't be at any better place to make the announcement about Ari on his page than the western wall of the Temple Mount, the place where he used countless times to show the true narrative. This was ours for thousands of years before the Golden Dome was built on top. And look at who's here today. We have hundreds of Israeli soldiers. Ari was a proud Israeli soldier. He worked every day to help Israeli soldiers, whether for different organizations, whether for different volunteer projects. He was always standing up for the Israeli soldiers. We are the front line of humanity, and Ari knew it. And Ari got all of you to follow him, to hear the truth and stand up to the truth for the truth, and be public and vocal with the truth. Don't be afraid. Everybody, Ari's memory, be an Ari Fuld. Don't be afraid to say the truth. Don't be afraid to say that our enemies are evil. Don't be afraid to say that a terrorist should be killed. Don't be afraid to say that a terrorist shouldn't be allowed to watch television and get a doctorate degree in prison. Don't be afraid to say that UNRWA should be closed down. Don't be afraid to say that the Palestinian Authority is really just the PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization, who are still terrorists today. Be Ari Fulds, everybody. Be Ari Fulds. Stand up for the truth and don't be afraid of the politically correct thinking. People are joining and asking about what happened to Ari. For those of you who have joined who did not hear, Ari Fuld was murdered just a few hours ago, only a few minutes away from our home in Gush Etzion, outside the Rami Levy at the Gush Etzion shopping center. Outside the shopping center, a horrible 17-year-old Muslim terrorist came up to him from behind and stabbed him from behind. And Ari is the fighter who he is, and the lion who he is. Ari in Hebrew means lion. He was a lion, and he's the best of us and the best of our fighters that we have. And he managed to turn around and run after the terrorist and shoot him. But the terrorist is still alive. And Ari succumbed to his wounds. And Ari is now dead. You all follow Ari for the truth. Continue standing up for the truth. Continue being Ari Fulds, everyone. Continue being Ari Fulds. That's what Ari would want. As information comes out about the situation of Ari's family, I will post this information. If there are ways to help his family, to help in his memory, I will post that information. So anyone who wants to keep Ari's memory alive in everything we do in our lives, I'll put that information out there so everyone can help however they want to. Ari was the best of us, folks. He was one of the best. Life isn't fair. Life's not about being fair. Life's about us taking responsibility and doing what we believe to be the right thing to make our lives better and to make mankind better. And Ari did that by spreading the truth. Change the narrative, folks. Tell the truth about the Jewish people. Tell the truth about our enemies who want to kill and murder us. Tell the truth about Jewish history. We are the indigenous population, the Jews. It's the Arabs, the Muslims who are the colonializers, folks. That's the narrative that Ari worked so hard to get out there. That's the narrative he's working on, speaking engagements all around America and the world to get people to understand the true narrative. The establishment says lies. The Israeli establishment, the Jewish establishment, the media. And Ari was a fighter to get the true narrative out there for everybody. So all the Jews watching out there, you understand, we're now in the holiest time period of the year. We just had New Year, Rosh Hashanah. We're about to have Yom Kippur. And our rabbis teach us that anyone who dies in this time period, they're the holy ones. They're the holy ones. So Ari was one of the best, and he's one of the holy ones. He's not down here to help us anymore, but he's going to be up above to be a voice for us. His voice of truth will now help us from up above. May this be the end of the horrors, and may we all go into Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, as pure as possible, and pray for the forgiveness to deserve a better future for all of us. So anyone who wants to help Ari Fuld's family, just follow the page, and I will post updates on how anyone can help out. In the meantime, my final message to everyone: be an Ari Fuld. This is the true narrative, the Western Wall, the Temple Mount, not the Dome of the Rock that was built on top, symbolizing who came here first and who came here second to occupy our land. Again, for those who do not know and do not understand, my name is Avi Abelow, a close friend of Ari's from childhood until today. And because Facebook was constantly shutting down Ari Fuld's Facebook pages and personal accounts, he added me as an admin here. We talk every morning about Israel advocacy. We work together. We've done videos together. And I'm sorry to tell everybody that we'll no longer see Ari Fuld making videos at this place, giving people tours, telling them the truth, challenging people who believe lies to understand the truth at this place. He loved coming here every Thursday night. He came here to learn Torah. Every Thursday night he came here to do tours and show people the truth. Every week we will no longer have those live video feeds. But I used to work with Ari and help Ari, and I will make sure his videos stay alive. My company runs Israel Video Network and IsraelOnWire.com, and we will make sure Ari's videos stay alive, his voice stays alive, the narrative that he worked so hard to get out there stays alive, that we spread it and watch it, and more people learn the truth. And Ari was so good at getting across. With that, I'm going to end with the traditional Jewish saying that we say whenever we hear bad news, and also when we hear about the death of people, and that is Baruch Dayan Ha'emet. May the judge of truth be blessed. Jews say that because we don't understand God's ways, but everything that happens, the good and bad, is done for reasons. And just like we bless the good, we also bless God for the bad, because somehow it's part of his big plan, no matter how upset we are about it, no matter how much we don't understand it, no matter how unfair it is. Baruch Dayan Ha'emet. In Ari's memory, everybody, be an Ari Fuld. Stand up for the truth, and don't be embarrassed about your proud Jewish identity and about the state of Israel, and standing up for the truth. Shalom, everyone. Wish I had better news.